Way too smart for your own good. Yeah. Oh my god! Hey. I had both my hands off the keyboard and mouse. Do you think you might be afraid to commit to somebody again, at least for the immediate future? How much has this scared you off a relationship at all? I mean, it's scared me off of committing to somebody who's polyamorous, at least. I Oh my god! Oh my god, I have both my hands off. How did this guy get here? Now, like, I don't want to talk to anybody who's polyamorous. My psychologist advised me to mentally distance myself from partners by visualizing and telling myself how I don't care about them. I don't I don't care about you. Okay, I'm trying it right now. I feel you. Yeah, have you ever been in like a sub-dom relationship? Was this breakup recent? I mean, it was just like, yeah, literally like this stream. Could it be that Lumi actually wants a more traditional relationship in the end? Sniff. They grow up so fast. I've always wanted something sacred. What do you mean? Polyamory is not for everyone. Personally, it disturbs me deeply, and it spurs my insecurity and toxic jealousy. I could never. At the same time, I got called out by my dad for not wanting to date two women at once. It makes me feel so insecure to think about it. Thanks for sharing your drift. Wait. This situation was worse than dating two women at once. It was way worse. Honestly, it was. I feel like I actually got used for lust. One part of me feels like I just got used for lust, honestly. But then at the same time, like that same part is like if I just like was more patient for a few months, the lust would have turned into love and then it would have developed into something more, but initially it was just pure lust. So there's just that contrast of like it's the separation between the present moment connection and then the future potential connection. So I wasn't like patient enough to let the lust develop into love because I just kind of ruined it before that happened. Was there something this person explicitly said or did to make you believe that, or is there something you're more taking on faith? I just did not get the attention that I wanted the first. No, okay, she specifically told me like she was gonna be busy this month, but like it made me feel so bad. Like this month, it was like 10 days without seeing her, and it made me feel so bad that it was just like interrupting my entire life, honestly. The emotion. How did you ruin it? I knew for a fact that if I spoke about my feelings at the time that I spoke about it, that it would ruin things. And then I spoke about it anyways. Instead of being patient for, I don't know, another month and just letting feelings develop naturally. But I was so uncomfortable with the situation of polyamory with her and the lack of attention that I just mentioned it because I was like she was gonna come over and spend the night. And then I was like giving her one word replies and she asked if I was upset about something and then I like just she specifically was asking. So I like started talking about the things I was feeling. And I spoke about it in a way where like I knew it wasn't gonna go well. Like it was my true feelings. Like I didn't like the entire situation from the start. You got to dumb yourself down, babe. I mean, yeah, I do. I'm actually just like pretty clearly I don't like polyamory for the main part. Like there are situations where polyamory could work if I'm like the main partner, I guess. But generally, no. Like I will never be okay if I'm seriously interested in somebody. Then I'm never gonna be okay with being somebody's like secondary interest. Like no. I'd rather, you know? It's like, I knew it would have worked out if I was more patient. Because our compatibility it was like so, it was really good. You're gonna have to suppress your feelings for years and it's gonna hurt you later. That's the thing, like, I would have to suppress my feelings for maybe a year, maybe even more. And then I'm suffering, and it is still a gamble. So the most difficult thing to beat with somebody is familiarity. People are stuck in habits of familiarity, even if the situation is terrible. Even if they find a situation that is better, they will often revert back to what is familiar to them. So if somebody's with somebody for years, you know? Like, even if the other person is better, they're familiar with that person who they've been with for years. So you're fighting against like a very difficult force to fight against familiarity and habit. And that's what I was afraid of. That's why I ended it before I was at the point where it's like, holy shit, I'm in this permanent state of suffering where no matter what I do, it sucks. Like, maybe I could have kept going for months. It would have been amazing on a weekly basis for months. And I would have to suffer constantly gambling, but I just chose not to do that. Damn it!